Yeah, and it shows the coordinated nature of all of this. We continued to see in Peter Strzok and Lisa Page's text messages, wanting to keep the White House informed, knowing that the White House is running this. And I think that dovetails with the fact pattern you laid out about White House officials, Sally Yates, unmasking Michael Flynn for the sake of trying to taint the Trump transition and to try to pollute Donald Trump's ascendancy to the presidency. And so from the White House to the deep state elements that have been exposed by our investigations, you seem to see an effort to target Michael Flynn and then try to make life as difficult for him as possible so that Mueller could get him to say whatever they wanted. And by the way, this isn't just a tactic that they've played out with Flynn. You see time and again Mueller threatening witnesses that if they don't ascribe to his version of the facts, not necessarily what happened, but what he wants to say has happened, that then he will bring other consequences to bear in their lives. And it's really one of the reasons why the special counsel is a flawed system, because we're not investigating actual crimes, we're investigating people. And I think that really erodes our sense of liberty in the country.
Right. And remember, General Flynn pled guilty to this one count of lying to federal investigators in order to protect his son from investigation, because the FBI was threatening to investigate his son if Flynn didn't plead guilty here. It just smacks of all the unethical tactics that you can possibly imagine. Congressman, last question here. I think we, the American people, understand exactly what you laid out. We understand the wrongdoing on the part of the FBI, even when we don't have the entirety of the facts, because many of the facts are still classified or at least haven't been released publicly yet. But what can we do? What can Congress do to hold accountable the FBI and the Department of Justice and high-ranking intelligence officials that served in the Obama administration who did abuse their power and potentially either set up or outright violated the rights of American citizens?
Yeah, the most important thing to happen is actually from the White House and from President Trump. We have asked President Trump to declassify these 302s, to also declassify the 302s from the George Papadopoulos interviews, and really to allow the American people to see the FISA application that Rod Rosenstein, the Deputy Attorney General, signed, going back even all four of them that were initially executed and then subsequently renewed, so that it can be laid bare before the American people what a ridiculous witch hunt this is. There was never any evidence to open this investigation. It was all kind of a ham and eggs routine, and I think if we can bring transparency into that FISA process, people will see that there was never a legitimate basis to begin any of these investigations. But that's not the work of Congress. That's what the president needs to do.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.